just a couple things. They always occur, questions occur. The three things I'm going to talk about. First of all, the progress on getting people in the building. Building 255 is the only one without occupancy. I spoke to the person this morning. We are hopeful for next week to be able to get an inspection. It took longer to run a wire through the conduit that was underwater for a while and got sand in the tube. But they finally got the wire through there yesterday. It took them the better part of a week to get it through. It's our hope that there are no other problems like that, and we should be able to get the inspection hopefully scheduled sometime next week. The status of the rebuilds of the buildings. Last week was a very good week. Lots of things got done. Lots of people showed up, so lots of things got done. We're on schedule with that. And basically, Club One's got almost all of its cinder block work done. We call that CMU. They're starting the stucco on that. The COA got all of its, Clubhouse got all of its drywall up. It's actually not drywall, but we're going to use that phrase. And things are coming along well there. With respect to our theft of our funds from our account, I've had a very fascinating morning. I spoke to the president of the company both yesterday and today, and he wants me to inform everybody here that while he assumes no liability for the actions, he is instructing his attorney to cut a check forthwith to us with respect to giving us a full amount back. So he called me this morning so I could tell you that he has instructed his attorney to draw up an NDA, and he'll be sending us a check as soon as we sign it. That's new news that nobody else has, because I got it literally this morning. And that's really good news, and I hope it follows through. And when the check clears, I'll let everybody know. Until then, it's just a hope, but we had real progress. That call this morning was unsolicited from me. He, after our discussions yesterday, called me up and said that's what he thought the right thing to do was. And I'm very pleased because I agree with him. So I think we're going to be made whole there. That's the good news. I believe we're ready to talk about the primary topic here, which is, I'll have Kathy start off with, but it's about whether or not we want to have showers inside the bathrooms at the clubhouse pool. And I think the same thing will apply to the 263 pool. Please take her away.
Okay, everyone can hear me? Okay, good. Thank you all for coming for this meeting, and I hope you'll have some participation in this. I am a little concerned about our showers, so let me explain what I'm concerned about. Our construction company at the clubhouse is now beginning to reinstall the bathrooms by the pool. And it brings up two concerns I have about the showers. The first one is liability. The location of a serious injury to somebody normally takes place in a bathroom and a person trips or slips and falls. It's also the highest occurrence of any type of a slip and fall. And this is a timely issue for us because we've already had one owner who has slipped and fallen near an elevator. And the case went to arbitration, and the club did have some expense for some of the injury costs. So that is a big concern for me. The second concern I have is about cleanliness. The showers and the bathrooms cannot be cleaned on an hourly basis, maybe not even semi-daily basis. And I feel that it could become a sanitary issue. Besides renters and guests, they might be the people that would not maybe clean up as quickly and as cleanly.
James LaFleur, could you please mute your microphone? Thank you. I'm sorry, Kathy.
We have a lot of people that will be at the pool and perhaps using the showers. And basically, I'm a little concerned not for the owners as much as I am for our guests and our renters who may not clean up after themselves as well as they would in their own home.
So I apologize. Excuse me, James LaFleur, could you please mute your microphone? James LaFleur?
Yes, what?
Please mute your microphone, sir.
Mute it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So these are my two basic concerns. Once again, it would be a liability issue, and the second one is a cleanliness issue. So I'm advocating that we do not reinstall the showers.
Joyce Ryder, could you please mute your microphone?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And since the showers were installed in our first project that we did for the clubhouse expansion, I think it should come to the board members, and I think it should come to the members themselves, whether they want to reinstall and have what we had in the past. So thank you, and I think Scott will probably open it up to board members and to the participants also to talk about this.
Yeah, are there any comments from other board members? I'll make one quick one. The sanitary issue that I saw was somewhere about a year and a half ago when I went in there, a male, I assume it was a son of an owner because he was probably in his 30s, was washing out his son's diaper in the shower, just hanging out. And I was not impressed with that. And I promised myself I wouldn't be going in there because I can't control whether or not that's clean. And remember, if this happens on a 3-day weekend on a Friday night, there will be nobody clean until Monday morning or Tuesday morning, depending on the day. So my thought was, I'm never going to use that shower after I saw that. And I don't want anybody I care about using that shower. So that was kind of my sanitary comment, but thank you.
Terry Walker. I would speak to the cleanliness. First of all, we have in the past, not saying that's what we're going to do in the future, but we had on staff a cleaner from a period, I believe, 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock every day, monitoring the whole pavilion and throughout the building. So we do have cleaners here. On the weekends, we did also have weekend cleanings during season. So we do have cleaners coming in. My concern is at this late date, we are putting back the bathrooms as they were. And I'm concerned that there might be additional costs if we move back because we have ordered tile, we've ordered all the fixtures which are in, and then you would have to redesign that space. What are you going to do with it? So I'm concerned that we're at a late date in trying to make this decision. So I would be in favor of keeping it the way it is. 263 is a different story. Obviously, we never had showers inside, but that's a clean slate, and we could look at that going down that path.
Terry, based on your request, I did talk to Steve Jackson at Build, and if we were to change it, say, into a storage space, it would probably cost within $1,000 of what it would cost now. There may be a small savings, but when it's all done, I don't think there actually would be. But basically, the cost would be the same. So I would recommend us making this decision not based on cost, but based on perceived benefit in non-financial cost. So I did get the data for your request, Steve. Steve Jackson said basically close to a wash, depending on how much you spend, to be honest.
As surprising as it is, I completely agree with Terry Walker on this. I think it's an added amenity, and I think that we should keep the showers. It's convenient when you have little kids to bring them in there and wash them off. Make sure they have their flip-flops on, please, to prevent any diaper cleaning. But other than that, I think we should keep it.
I guess my question would be, have we had any slips or falls or accidents in the past when we've had the showers? I understand the one about the elevator, but have there ever been issues with them in the past?
No.
Okay, it sounds like.
I think we've had, just out of curiosity, how long did we have the showers working there? Was it 2 years, do you think? About roughly?
I'd say that's roughly correct, Scott.
Do you want to read the chats at all?
Sure, I'll read the chats. From Joanne, why would we want to compete with the club at Barefoot when we all have showers in our condos close by? Deborah's iPhone, did we have hot water on the outside shower? Terry says nope. Debbie Van Dyke, I feel the showers should be installed as they were in the original plans. Dennis Volkov, keep the shower. Deborah's iPhone, agree, nice to have showers. Kim Russo, don't we have liability insurance in the event of a slip and fall?
Yes.
In
I
the
think
past,
remember-
buildings that have water shut off temporarily, showers would be good.
Yeah.
Two things. I think we've heard enough at this point. I think we should stay with the showers, but I will share with you the insurance for slip and falls doesn't cover everything. And the one we had didn't cover it all. And as we know with the hurricanes, it never covers all of it. But I believe we've had enough people say we're in favor of it. I'd like to move on to any other topic unless there's a bunch of people against it.
There's a few more chats, Scott.
What do others GSI properties do? It depends on the location. I have never used them. Wonder how many owners use them. From Patrick Kerrigan. Are there handrails in the old ones or in the new plans?
Yes.
Yes, there are handrails. We would like to keep the showers from Jennifer.
I think we've got a pretty clear direction at this point. Does anybody disagree? I think we should keep the showers.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay.
This was supposed to be a short topic. I think we've covered it. Does anybody else have any questions? I do have one other thing we could brought up, but is there any other things you want to discuss? I thought this would be short. I just want to make sure we do what the owners want.
Scott, I think this might be inappropriate since it's a town hall. We were approached by the exercise group to,
I'd like to discuss that at the board meeting, please. It's a board meeting topic. I'd like to discuss it at the board meeting.
well, all I would like to offer is that we've always tried to look at our calendar of events and try to accommodate when there is no activities.
Right. I think I'd like to have this discussion with everybody there at the board meeting where it's a topic, because I think it affects everybody. So I did tell Kathy we'll put that at the board meeting, and that's going to be on our agenda, and I'll make sure. Okay, is there anything else then? I appreciate your time and effort. I do have one quick question for people. This wasn't on the agenda, but since it's so short. What do people think about having the chairs to allow handicapped people get into the pools or not? People think it's a good idea, a bad idea? I know I didn't ask everybody for it, but I got time free.
The handicap chairs.
The handicapped chairs to get in and out of the pool. Does anybody have any thoughts about whether those are good or bad?
Scott, I do. We have a couple owners who have either a handicapped child or relatives that are handicapped that come in probably 4 weeks out of the year. When you see the struggles they have with the pool, I would recommend that we do that. I know it's not required by law. We're not subject to the ADA rules. It's not that obtrusive in terms of looks and that, but would really be beneficial particularly with some of us older folks at some point in time.
One of the things that we had asked the pool people that are doing the pool, and that would be their responsibility, is to look and see if we could find a sleeker, better looking chair than what we had. They were pretty ugly, quite frankly. And so that was being done, or is being done.
Just a quick comment on that, and if you want, I'll send you a picture of it. The community pool I go to here in Columbus has one that's like, it's in a storage closet, and the people bring it out when they want to use it. When they're not using it, they put it back in the storage closet rather than a permanent structure like was there before. So if you want, Scott, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
I love it. That might be a great compromise between the two. I like that. I like compromise.
Yeah, I think people need to have accessibility. And to Mr. Prisby's point, if it's not a requirement, I think we at least ought to have that make that option available.
I like that idea, actually. I think that would make everybody happy.
Scott, he's looking at that. Atlantis is looking at that.
Okay. I also have discussions with Gene on this exact topic, but yes. So, okay. Are there any other questions or issues? This will be the shortest meeting ever. I love it.
One quick question. Chuck Reuter. Can you hear me?
No, Chuck, I can hear you. I'm joking. Yes, Chuck, we can hear you.
Appreciate the chance to hear the board opinion of the decision on the showers. And I would say, I presume that you're going to vote as board, yay or nay, and the details. Is that correct?
I don't think we need to vote yay or nay. We have a building. Basically, we're going to go up with the drawing and say we're not going to change anything. We already have a contract in place. We're just going to leave the contract the way it is, with the vendors going the way it is right now, is my understanding. I don't see any reason to change that.
Okay, well, just one other comment from an owner. We would be opposed to the showers.
Okay. Thank you, Chuck.
There's another chat up there.
Okay, go back through can you go back up, Kathy?
Of course.
Thanks. Okay. So, go back up a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, so Jennifer, we left off with Jennifer, Leon Klein. If we don't do the shower, does it change our permitting?
No,
Beth Mueller, regarding building 255, is the inspection you referred to next week the final step, meaning occupancy will be allowed, assuming successful completion of that inspection? Terry says yes. If it passes, yes. Mueller, yes on the accessibility chairs. Terry, never used, it looks like a nursing home. Kim Myers, yes to the chairs. Hillary Spatz, maybe just to the pool and not the whirlpool. Peter Russo, makes us look like a nursing home. Jim Baumgartner, never seen them used. Most are played with by kids rather than functional. Deborah's iPhone, not to whirlpool. Debbie Van Dyke, never seen used. Agree it looks like a nursing home. Kim Russo, if not required, I wouldn't put it in. Just an added expense and something else that will potentially break. Terry Russell, Dana makes sense. Jennifer, good compromise. I believe that was after Dana's comment about the portable one. 263 pool drawing update from James.
we don't have a drawing from James. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, we're still waiting on the drawing for 259. I'm going to try to get a hold of Gina again today and try some other options to motivate her. Maybe we can bribe her to get faster, but we're still, our single biggest problem with getting the clubhouse done and the pool done is getting drawings from our vendor, Gina. And she's also going to be our bottleneck for the next pool. She has essentially all the pools in the street she's doing, and she has more work than she can handle, and she's looking for an excuse to get rid of somebody, so I can't be too painful. But I am working that, and that's by far our biggest problem right now is getting the drawings for the pools.
Scott, is there a chance?
Was drawings also at one time.
Scott, is there a chance that the Aqua people that originally designed the pool or Palexa might have those final drawings?
Because it wasn't built to the drawings we had to modify the drawings, so she's done that. The original drawings aren't usable because we didn't build it to the drawings. We didn't have as-built drawings from anybody. So we had to do it. She's got most of the drawings done. She's met with, she's discussed it with all the primary vendors to get all the revisions in it. And she was done with that last week. And I'm encouraging her to do it. If I could pay a little extra to get it done sooner, would I be willing to do that? So that's what I'm working on right now. But that's our biggest bottleneck.
Scott?
Mary and Mike Durkin say keep the showers. Carol Hess and Ron Sharp say yes to accessibility chairs with compromise. Mary and Mike Durkin, we'd like the portable chairs, good compromise. Go down, go down.
Hello, this is Dick
There's
Raby.
no more.
Yes, Dick.
Hi,
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott, did I hear you say the 259 pool, which was a brand new pool, we don't have drawings on it?
That is correct, Dick.
How did that happen?
Not time or place, I can't answer that. All I can tell you is going forward, I'm asking for DWGs. Gina's agreed to give me the DWG, the files so we can modify them ourselves. The fire alarm people agreed to give them to us. We're, actually, they've already given them to me in DWG format. We're going to have that going forward, but in the past, we did not ask for drawings from vendors in a digital format.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
And I can tell from my vendors it's a very unusual request because it surprises them when I ask for that. So, but we ask for that as part of the negotiation to get them to give us a contract, because once we sign the contract, they're not real enamored with giving us the drawings because it gives them a heads up advantage when they go to bid against somebody else. They already have the drawings, so they have an advantage. One of the reasons I want to have the drawings ourselves, so they don't have that advantage.
I'd like to say that in your negotiations with Gina in the future to try to get this speeded up a little bit, let's offer her, if you could, any kind of incentives that we might to get this to the table quicker. I mean, I can't believe I'm really saying that because I never like to spend a lot of money. But I will say that in this case, I would be in favor of that if we had to do something to get an incentive going.
Yes, we are working on that. That's my plan. I cannot believe after she's promised me she'd have them in 2 days, 2 months ago, more than once, I still don't have them.
Scott, this, in regards to those drawings, I can't believe that the county would give you a permit if the drawings weren't, if the pool wasn't built according to the drawings. The difference in the change was dealing with the drainage system around the pool. And I don't know that we've checked with Alexa or we've checked with engineering firm to whether they have anything on file. We just haven't talked to the original contractors.
The drawings we had the pool equipment not as built. The actual stuff in the room. So that
Excuse
was,
me for 1 second, I apologize. Andy Swoop, could you please mute your microphone?
Sorry.
Thank you.
The drawings that we had were not necessarily the same drawings that the engineers and the contractor had. This was a last minute change. There should be something out there. I talked to Scott Wyndham the other day and he referred us back to the original contractors to see whether or not there might be something on file. And we haven't done that.
changes anyway as per the new drawing, so we're really close in that. I think there's nothing, the old drawings won't help at this time. We still have to modify them. And so I think we're back to where we're at now. I like to think we're close, but I'm probably being very naive. But I am working on it. It's my top priority for getting stuff done. Any other questions? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good day.